The Jacksonville Jaguars are at home again this week. The Arizona Cardinals coming in as amped up as that broadcaster was after they won game number 2.
Oh my goodness, he missed it! Unbelievable! And the Cardinals survive!
Can you imagine if Gus Johnson had called the pick or the tackle? And can you imagine what Kyler Murray might be able to do against Jacksonville's defense? Murray threw for 400 yards, 3 TDs, averaged over 3 yards per attempt last week.
And here's the strike to the far side. A.J. Green dives!
What made his game that much more impressive was that he threw 2 picks, one of them a pick 6.
And picked off! Vigil! Down the sideline! Still on the move! Touchdown Vikings!
But he didn't let that stop him from taking his shots. He was that Tom Petty song all the way to the end.
Murray looks long. He's got a receiver. Moore with a blocker. Rondale Moore, rookie touchdown, Arizona.
And he didn't even have to overly rely on DeAndre Hopkins either. Just 4 targets. But man, the way that dude hauls in TDs.
Kyler Murray. Buying time. Murray throws. Touchdown, Arizona!
Instead, it was a lot of Rondale Moore.
Puts his foot in the ground. Nice stick. Look at the running. Woo!
And he found Maxx Williams plenty, showing this offense can be diverse.
Looking! Caught inside the 10!
So now that group goes up against Jacksonville's secondary that hasn't slowed too many passing attacks down. Got torched by Tyrod Taylor in week 1, then again in week 2, Teddy Bridgewater, the one who was doing the lighting up.
Bridgewater gets it out quickly, it's caught, Fant, breaking a tackle, and he's in!
Maybe their pass rush can somehow make a difference. There was a Josh Allen sighting last week, the Jags picking up 3 sacks.
Bridgewater sacked again!
And Murray was taken down an equal number of times by Minnesota, so that's something.
And Kyler Murray won't run this time.
But Duval is more interested in knowing when they can get truly excited about Trevor Lawrence. It looked like they might be able to early last week.
Lawrence taking a chance to the end zone. It is caught.
But after that, it was all downhill for the number 1 pick, who added more picks to his season.
Lawrence feeling the pressure from Miller, slinging it, and it is picked.
He couldn't crack the 120-yard barrier. That makes Mendoza look like Mike Trout. Averaged under 4 yards per attempt, meaning they would have been better off running every down, and left with a 37.2 rating.
Another deep ball. And that pass wasn't picked. Yes, it was.
Will it be better against the Cards secondary? They let Kirk Cousins go for a rating over 120, didn't pick him off. Defense only sacked him once. They allowed 3 TD passes to him.
Wide open receiver on the far side.
And as generous as they were through the air, they were even more so along the ground. 6.6 yards per carry given up as a whole to Minnesota. Dalvin Cook baking them for over 130 rushing yards.
Cook just slashing through the Arizona defense.
The Jags have James Robinson too, only 11 carries last week, but he was adequate with them and has proven he can get his.
James Robinson breaking free.
Before we check out though, can someone tell the Cards music person when you're at home, you don't crank Ozzy right after a player named Osborne makes a big catch for the other team?
That time they did blitz everybody. Good tackle by Jalen Thompson.
Crazy Train? Really? Anyone else notice it at the time? The Red Sea, I'm sure, will explain it. I'll look for that in the comments section along with all your analysis and score predictions and provide our predictions as well. And heat check alert. Mark Dilgarian went 15-1 last week. You know how in pickup basketball a guy's on fire so he tries a Curry 3 all of a sudden and someone screams heat check? Well, I'm screaming it at this next pick of Mark's.